spark ignites, it starts to burn. Through endless realms, no way to return. From crimson skies to wastelands torn. Myth and legend where stars are born. A million paths collide in the haze. Echoes of heroes lost in the maze. Planes walking the multiverse. Through chaos and time we immerse. Legends rise and fade like sparks. Across the void we leave our marks.
They added like 3 times the amount of weaponry available in this vault. So they set it up so the tensions would be very high. And then at the same time, there was a parallel cloning project that was going on, focused on, obviously, can you guess the name of the guy it was focused on?
Gary!
Yeah, you got it, buddy. You got it. So each of the Garys was grown in a lab, and there was some kind of defect in them that made Garys immediately hostile to anybody who wasn't a clone. And
Right.
they just kept making them. So they made like 50 some odd Garys to the point where their observation rooms were overcrowded with them. So what happened was, as they go along, they dealt with escalating violence. So somewhere up in the mid 50s, one of the Garys actually injured one of the doctors. So they started talking about destroying the extra clones to make room for further tests, and they basically just obviously treated the Garys as completely disposable. So you've got like, yeah, I know, it's honestly, it's insane. Like, it's, I would say that it's kind of impossible to think about the fact that there would be scientists willing to do this, but there are people who are missing fundamental parts of their humanity.
Whispers crawl through the cracks like spiders in the dark. Secrets slither, shadows dance, they leave a bitter mark. Lies wrapped tight like silk spun thin, choking the morning air. The truth you chase, it runs away, hiding where you dare. In the heat of the night, where the fire burns cold, the answers you see are stories untold, shaped by the light.
Listen. After everybody calms the fuck down.
Is anybody alive coming out of the movie theater? Or just dead people?
Just blood and body parts.
All right, well, I'm going to try to go in again. And if I go back in time, I'm going to shoot the lock a few more times and see if it works.
All right, yeah, throw me a D20.
I've got a 3.
So you go in, and this time the force is more pronounced. It's more pronounced. It flings you back around a minute later. So you can feel the whiplash. More, it hits your neck, it hits your back. It's like you're almost trying to go through plexiglass. And the people going in, you're in the situation, you're just coming around the front, and people are going in, the door is closing. A minute later, the whole thing happens all over again.
Can I try to run in and get in there before the door closes and just force my way through? Or am I too late?
Yeah, it's too late. So it flings you back the moment that you're coming back around.
All right,
Boom, boom, let the hollow idols fall. One
your members deserve much better than we know about Tilly Norwood, and we're heavily monitoring the situation. Like, you guys are unfucking believable. You know that. You're supposed to fight on behalf of us. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be representing everybody here. I realize you can't have a crystal ball and you can't think 20 steps ahead. But you're supposed to have that clairvoyancy. You're supposed to think somewhat ahead. That's the whole fucking point. That's the whole point. You're supposed to foresee of problems in the future and try to stop them. That's why you have a collective bargaining agreement. That's why you went back and forth with the studios. That's why it was one of the longest acting strikes in history.
This is the LP shop, doors are open wide, so come on inside. Find a little piece of history and come alive, turn it up, let your story spin. Every scratch, every song pulls you back in. At the LP shop, doors are open wide.
As a kid, learning to play guitar, I used to put the album on, not this album. There's a Fraley's Comet. It's called Live Plus One, and he opens with this song. And I used to learn. I would try and figure it out and play along to the album. I loved this song. And my buddy, who was a drummer, who I still keep in contact with, he learned all the drum parts on this song as well, with that drum solo in the middle.
So I'm guessing you're like a big fan of the song. Tell just let's go into it. What did you like about the song?
Well, I mean, of course, first off, it's guitar driven.
Yeah.
Vocally, Ace doesn't push any barriers.
No.
But he's got a certain execution and a way he enunciates and the way he sings that I've always been attracted to. He's not the greatest singer in the world.
No.
I don't think he ever claimed to be. But there's just something cool.
And this crew paint on my face just to move. We are you the club for life, mark it on my skin, that sign from the campfire glow at night to the screen right in your eyes. Original stories, wild and true, you can feel them cut right through, bring that spark straight to you. Every drop, every view, must see TV. Join the tribe, cross the line. Build your club for life. Say the word, you're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. Build your club for life. Raise your hand. That's the sign. That's the sign. Shouting names side by side. When the Cayman calls, we rise. Hear that thunder in our cry. From the first beat, we commit. once you're in, that's it. I'm the banner we lift. Whole world watching this. Must see TV. Join the tribe, cross the line. You're your club for life. Hey. Say the word, you're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You're your club for life. Hey. Once you're in, I'll get them for life. Never doubt. I'll go side by side. Hey. You get club for life. For life. For life. Hey. Must see TV. Join the tribe. Cross the line. You get club for life. Hey. Say the word. You're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You get club for life. Once you're in, you're in for life. Click on the screen, save all names and the credits roll. Same safe hands on the wheel again, same store spun out of control. Then you walk in, script in your hand, fire in your eyes. Slide over, I'll drive this thing. Let's see what happens if we try. In the captain's chair, you're calling every shot from here. From the sequel to the pilot, can you turn the ship around this year? Take the reins, take control, grab the frame, grab the roll. In the captain's chair, we'll see if you can make it there.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Captain's Chair. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 4, the year of Ivan Ooze. Crimson is here. How's it going, Crimson?
Good. Yourself?
I am doing good because I'm here with all of you. And when I'm
What's
here
wrong with me?
yeah, I'm here with all of you and you. And when I'm here, all my problems wash away. And I'm focused on you guys, and that's all I'm focused on. So we're almost done. We're almost done, Crimson. I believe this episode and one more, and that's it. Oh. And then we get to say goodbye to these characters. Aw. Aw. Because I'm going to kill. No, I'm not. But before we get into the episodes proper, let's do some growls. I believe we have one growl today.
Yes, we do. Our one growl for today is for a Deedon Faraz.
Deedon Perez. Deedon Perez.
Yeah.
From us to you, you get a great big bad caveman. Before we get into it, I just want to make a clarification. Yes, I know it's comics explained, but for me, it's comic books explained. And that's how I always refer to the YouTube channel. But it's comics explained. Yes, I know. I do know, but for me, it's comic books explained. That's how I always remember the YouTube channel. So if you want to be pedantic twats about it, it's comics explained. But it's comic books explained to me. I think that's what the YouTube channel is called.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Comics Explained.
Yeah, comics explained. But hopefully we got the right. Did we get the right artwork?
Yes, we did.
Okay, good. But if you wanted to be pedantic twats about it, It's Comics Explained. So I just want to make that correction. But caveman, there's no. Shut up. You all knew what I meant. We had the thing. All right, so let's dive into some episodes, and this is episode 7 called
The Clever Black Fox.
Ooh. Get it? Yep. Get it? Clever like a fox?
Yes.
Now, if you want to be pedantic twats about it, it's not the fox. It's a frog. Let me tell you why that makes no sense to you guys. There was no rhyme or reason for it in the original movie, in the original show. He got a frog. The Black Ranger got a frog. Why did he get a frog? It didn't match all the other Rangers. He was the only one that got an amphibian. So we're going to fix that. And it can still be the head. It can still be the head. Be a cooler head. Ooh. All right. So we go back to the world of Ninjate. And we see Zach. We see Zach going. We see Zach going forward. We could see him, and we could see something looking at him and walking with him. We can hear him, and he goes, "Hello, is anybody there?" What? Looks around. Hello. What? We just see a pair of eyes looking at him, like cock going like this, trying to figure him out. And he turns, looking around. He's passing by cool structures, some temples, maybe some interesting trees that have little crevices in them that he's not really paying attention to, because he's following the path. But that's not what this episode is. This is all about exploration of one's true self, or oneself. The Mastodon taught him all about structure and patience. And he's doing that. But this thing is going to teach him about just because you follow a path and you're patient, that doesn't mean you shouldn't like explore certain things, right? Exploring one's true self and exploring moves that you haven't, getting out of your comfort zone. And this is what this episode is ultimately going to be about. And this fox is just looking at him. And in the episode, Zach sees a black bushy tail looking back at him. And the fox, well, no, I gotta follow the path. I gotta meet up with my friends. What? No, I can't follow you. What? No. Like, wait, why am I arguing with a black fox? That's kind of cool. You kind of had that black fur. It's kind of cool. What? And the fox goes into a crevice and looks at him. And Zach keeps going. And then the fox goes up to him, sees something in his pocket, bites it, and then runs away. It's like, no, wait, I need that. What? I need that. Come back. And it follows him into a cool temple that had some nice artwork, and maybe has artwork of mastodons. Maybe it goes and takes them through a crevice of some trees looks like a tree house, and maybe he just wanders around for a bit. And then after all of his journey and adventure of the fox, and then the fox just drops it. He hands it. No, the fox just goes up to him and just gives it back to him. It goes, "That was all you, huh? So you wanted me to explore all that kind of stuff." What? That was kind of cool. I gotta admit, the temple and the trees. I actually enjoyed it. He actually admit that he liked going off the beaten path and just exploring for once, not being a ranger, but just being a kid, a young teenager, and that's what he is. And the fox points him to another path, makes Zach chase him through another kind of like two trees in a form of a church roof, and Zach chases him, and then he goes on the other side. The other side, he is all suited up in his black ninjetti gear, and that's the episode. Crimson, thoughts?
Good stuff. Yeah, I thought the replacement. I think frog is an odd choice for like an animal.
Yeah,
it's not particularly vicious. It's not particularly cool.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, this is the stark contrast to the Mastodon, right? The Mastodon taught patience, right? And concentration and patience and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And not going forward too fast. And here we have, you can still do that, but adventure at the same time, and you'll be fun, right? And that's what we saw. All right, episode 8 is called
"The Power and the Gentleness of the Yellow Bear."
Woo! Not my mama bear though. I have a mama bear. Ursa. That's a long story. So, yeah, I have a Pokemon bear. It's huge. It's big. All right. So, we head back to the world of Ninjate. And yes, you're going to be like, but Caveman and Crimson, what about going back to Earth and see what Ivan Ooze is all about? I'm being very purposeful by doing this. And I'll explain. I'll explain why at the end. I will explain why. It's not... All right. It's not really about Ivan Ooze, is it? No, it isn't. And I did this before. And I'll explain after. Anyway, we head back to Ninjate. We have Trini walking through the jungle. Right? Walking through the jungle. There's no path that she is directly following. As she's walking and trying to find an open path, we hear a and Trini just looks around. It just sounded like a bear. It sounded like a bear. Stephen Colbert, those damn bears. Always making trouble for people. And Trini looks around and goes forward, and she sees something in the light. Something with yellow fur. It's pretty big and massive. And as she walks forward, this get my growls in that way. And she stops dead. And as she walks forward, it growls again. And she walks and she stops and she looks around. And she doesn't know quite what's happening. and she begins to walk out. Now that growl is getting closer. And she stops and looks. She doesn't know what to do. She's so confused at this point. She stops and she remembers all the times she had with her saber-toothed tiger cub, what it taught her. And she gets down, she sits down, she does the whole butterfly stance, and she begins to calm down and listen to what nature is telling her. Like, what is happening? Because she doesn't, for some reason, she doesn't feel threatened by this growl, even though she absolutely should be. But it's almost like this bear is trying to tell her something. And after maybe 10 minutes of this, of her ears perking up and listening to the birds in the trees, the animals on the ground, she opens her eyes and sees a wall of fur. And she steps back. She goes, and the bear just bends down to her level and just nuzzles her right on the nose, like Eskimo kiss. And she goes, I guess, thank you. And then she bends down, the bear, all fours. You want me to get on? Oh, okay. So she gets on, and the bear starts to walk on all four and bellows loud. And as the bear growls, we see Trini transform into her yellow ninjetti suit, and then the bear just leaps off. So that's the episode. Crimson, thoughts?
Good stuff. I like the relationship between the Yellow Ranger,
Yeah.
and the bear. It's really cute.
Right? It's again, it's like each animal is teaching their ranger, their counterpart, a lesson. Right? It's not all about find the thing and transform into this thing. No, it's all about learning things about yourself. It's all about growing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Into what you were and what you will eventually become, right? So for Trini, it's all about rediscovering patience and guile, right? You discovered your Japanese roots, but now it's time for patience and putting all that together in wisdom, right? So that's what that episode is supposed to symbolize. So anyway, we go to the next episode, which is
The White Tiger.
Oh, I wonder what this episode is all about. Ooh.
It's the last one for today.
Yeah, the last one today. But so we see Tommy Oliver walking through, beating himself up because he's trying to go so hard through this forest. He's not being patient at all. He is trying to get to the end point as fast as he can. But things are just not working out, man. Things are in his way. There's vines, there's trees. It's almost like the forest is trying to fight against him and telling him to slow down. And eventually, Tommy gets to an impasse. There's three ways. Tommy looks and he says, well, this way works. It's a faster route, looks like. I'm going to go this way. I wouldn't. excuse me? I wouldn't. You don't want to go that way. You want to go this way. Goes, what's this way? Well, I don't have any hands, but if you can see me, I'm motioning this way. And I'm like, and he's like, who's talking to me? Oh, if you want to turn around, I'm kind of stuck within a rock. And Tommy turns around, and there's a saber lodged in to a rock. It's a saber, Crimson, that's lodged into a stone. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah. So he's like, he goes, the thing goes, allow me, you must be scared. I'm not gonna hurt you. I could, but I'm not going to. Because methinks I've been waiting for you. My name is Saba. Saba? Yeah, Lord Ninjor just put me in here a long time ago, and I've been waiting for you ever since. Like 10,000 years, man. Like, where have you been? Tommy just like says, well, I've been not around for 10,000 years. It's like, not unless you're immortal. It's like, I don't understand. Do you want to come over and like take me out, please, so I can help you? He goes, no, I don't need any help. I think you do, but I don't. No, the way you're going will take you the long way around. Be many, many, many dangers. Trust me, I know. How do you know? Oh, Lord Ninjor took me around this forest a long time ago. Really? Oh, yeah. Like, totally. There's good spots. There's, like, a waterfall. There's, like, a big grave. There's, like, a temple. Like, your friends would probably are past all their challenges by now. Challenges? Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Do you think we're the same as your spirit dinosaurs? No, we're different. Tommy wants to argue with it. Because look. I know what you're going to say. You don't need my help. I'm going to say yes, you do. You're going to say no, I don't. I'm going to say yes, you do. You're going to say no, I don't. And I'm going to say no, you don't. And then you're going to say yes, I do. So, why don't we cut all the chit-chat, get me out of the stone, we can be friends, and I can help you. Don't be stubborn. Don't be... What do you humans call it? Oh, that's right. Foolish. I am not foolish. Yes. Yes, you are, because you're a teenager. They're all foolish. You haven't even met me. You haven't even met teenagers before. Oh, I have. When? 10,000 years ago. I'm just going to go this way. All right. You gotta be sorry. And then it slopes right back around. And he comes back right to the stone. See, I told you. This is a prank. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. It's a prank on me too. I can't believe you and me are going to be friends. We're not going to be friends. I beg to differ. Huh? Don't you want a talking sword as a stone? Isn't that cool? Isn't that what the young kids say? I say it's pretty hip. But I don't have any hips. And Tommy's like, I'm just going to go this way. Okay. See you in like 3 minutes. How much you want to bet? I don't have any money, but I could bet you the world. Okay. He comes right back around to Saba. Hey man, what's up? Haven't seen you in years. He goes, okay, what what do I do? What do I do? You put your trust in other people. You don't go in it alone. That's what you do. Really? Like, what have I been telling you all along? You can use a friend. I smell it. But again, I don't have a nose, so I just can gather what a smell would smell like. And he goes, maybe you're, and as he talks, you can hear like a roar of a cat. He goes, what's that? Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. It's just she's just agreeing with you. Spoiler alert, she's pretty protective. And he says, you're pretty mouthy. He goes, I'm only mouthy because you're a teenager, dude. Aren't you pretty mouthy? Hey. So he goes, all right, I don't think this is going to work. And a white glow and then unlock. The saber unlocks. And Saba says, no music, only a glow. I'm sorry. He goes, all right, then. And then behind, it goes, oh, hey, what's up? And then Tommy's like, oh, what's that? It's a two-way street, my friend. You get me, you get her. You need to learn to trust, man. You really, really do. And that you're on your way to do it. So get on her back and let's go find your friends as a team. As a team, huh? That's different. I'm like, he's like, really? You've been part of a team for almost let me calculate. Hey, don't be mouthy. Righto, I won't be mouthy. I'll just be grinning. I'll just be a grin. And he pockets the Saba, and he gets on the cat, the tiger, if you will. The tiger is soft, and before he gets, the tiger licks Tommy, and as she's finished licking him and grooming him, we could see that Tommy has fully transformed into that white ninjetti suit, and he gets on the back of the tiger, and the tiger just leaps away, and we hear Tommy goes, ah! And then Saba's like, I should have told you to hang on. And that's how the episode ends. Crimson, thoughts?
Yeah, I really liked it.
Isn't man, giving something a personality like that, because in the show he had somewhat of a personality.
Yeah.
But we're just giving him a bigger personality, right?
A bigger role. Like he's mouthy because Tommy's a teenager. He's 17 years old. So of course Sava's going to be mouthy, you know? Yeah.
So I think that's fun. We're almost done, my friend. Next episode should be the last 4 episodes. Right? So because it's 13, so 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So guys, that will do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. As always, you guys help me through a lot. I just want to make that very, very clear. Thank you very much for watching, supporting us. And until Thursday, because we have a brand new episode of D&D, Storytime Clue, and I'm so excited. Until then, take care, be safe, be well, and a club for life. Peace.
Fanboards buzzing, they're watching close. Can you fix what they've